Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is a brand new series of Founder's Fortune. Our two founders here are stood by the coastline, waiting for instructions. We need a bonfire to get some migrants, and apparently it is now spring. Well, that's super duper. We'll get a bonfire up. Where should we put this then? Let's sling it. Well, pretty much about here. We'll do the trick. Someone will go and build that, I'm sure. And with that, we will get immigrants turning up who will come and join our merry band. We will also stick up a food basket here so that so we've got something to put the food in. We've got 40 meals worth of food, which it's not a lot. The 40 meals is not going to last us very long. Arguably, it's 1 meal per day for 2 people for 20 days. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but there it is. Right, I'm going to figure out what my next thrilling move is going to be while you enjoy this. Right, now both my merry pilgrims here would like somewhere to sleep, so I'm going to stick that inland, just purely because it feels like the more astute thing to do. We'll plonk them close to each other. That way, bears will have a tougher time getting them both. Well, an easier time probably getting them both. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Anyway, Cindy's is really keen to have her own sleeping spot. Chaps, do you want to go and work on this and so on? Do you? No? You're too busy having a relationship with one another. Well, that's super duper. Tell you what, Bingo, you've actually got some skills with regards to tree cutting, so you go do that. Cindy's going to go and build these. Oh, I see. They were so busy having a chat that they couldn't be bothered actually going to do anything that would lead to progress. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, otherwise it will undoubtedly lead to trouble. But that's fine. Now, it is Banished-esque. Is it though? It's possibly more Rimworldy. Maybe a little bit Banished-esque at the same time. You own that bed. There you go. You Hazmato, come here. You own that bed. So you've both got somewhere to sleep. Congratulations. Well done, the pair of you. Now, I want to get research on the go so that we can actually start farming before we starve to death. It's a minor detail, but one that I feel is possibly useful to pay attention. We got some migrants. That's lovely. So Cindy's coming on over to come and say hello to the new fella. The new fella who's he's looking resplendent there in a bobble hat, sporting a very fashionable beard. Very Armin. No, your name's not Armin, man. We're going to go with the traditionals. It's Uncle Spock Bumson. He's come to pay a visit. I don't know if he's going to keep his shirt on or not, but regardless, he has joined the club. What's his expectation? His expectations, is he wants to sleep in his own spot. Okay, well, all right, and he wants some food. He's now getting his ear bent there by Cindy. Bingo, of course, will continue chopping wood until there is no more wood to chop. Mm-hmm. How much chop will a wood chop and the things? Go and gather the cotton there, because that way we can make another bed. We're fresh out of cotton at the moment, and therefore that would be a good thing to have that. Now then, we're going to need a research table, which lives... No, not under tables. No, it's a research book stand, which we shall fling right next to these here crystals. For it is the crystals that are the fuel to research. Needs to be placed in a finished room. I'm going to build a room. Okay, fine. All right, so be it. Let's go with... let's do walls first. Simple. Keep it basic. Rather like myself. We'll just do a spot of... Yeah, it's okay. If that's the angle we're going to be playing with. We'll do 4 there. And then... 1 and then another 2 here like this, and we're going to keep it very, very elegant and simple. I already said rather like myself, but I'm going to say it again. Rather like myself. A straw floor, simple wood floor. This is going to be a rather magnificent research hut, and therefore all it needs to do is do the research stuff. So one would hope that the boy Bumson, no, he's currently sat on the beach doing nout. He had a rough conversation with Cindy. Apparently, she's quite happy to bend anybody's ear, but is less inclined to what. No, just leave him alone, Cindy. Look, I was going to send him to do some work. He wants a bed. Where's me cotton? That's healing plants. Cotton. We've got 5. Well, when Bingo's had a nap, I'm sure he'll put the rest of that together so that we can get. Oh no, Spock's. You bored him to sleep. Thanks for that, Cindy. You're a star. Either have some kip or put this thing together, would you? See, look, Bingo's getting it done. He knows what's what. He's pulling enough together so that we can actually get a bed, and he's got enough for that now. In fact, I'll keep him going, and that way we should be good to get a 3rd and 4th bed up for future colonists. We would hope. The initial wave of colonists, of course, are going to be turning up with their hearts full of vigour and glee, and expecting that this bold new world that they find themselves in is going to lead them into a far better state of play as far as their lives are concerned. Now, I will probably end up moving the bucket of food up here in the future. But I'm going to wait until I've got just the startings of something going on until we do that. It's because we'll leave it by Immigrant Central initially. There you go. Now, this isn't just a peaceable arrangement that we've got going on here. There are merry japesters in the form of goblins. I think they're goblins who are going to come and interfere with our business on an occasional, if not constant basis, once we get a little bit more established. So I am going to need to think weaponry at some point, and I don't think a tower-mounted Gatling gun is an option. Were that the case, I think that would probably sort us out quite nicely. Spock's griping about not having a bed to sleep in. Well, I've got the materials for it now, Spock, so go whack yourself a bed up there, man. In fact, I don't know why I did. Oh, I did. Oh, he's taken a hint. That's good. Right, now then. Now we can also put the research plinth into the research hut. Needs to be placed in a finished room. Oh, why for are you not finished? Do you need a door? I'm going to go with yes. Needs to be built on a wall. Oh, I see. You have to complete the wall and then you can put the door in afterwards. All right. Oh, well, let's put that bit of wall in then. And then we'll bang the door on next to it. Thus. It's all good. It's all good. Any one of you who wants to go and do some work, you know, I know you're having a lovely time here out in the forest where everything is lovely and it's all lovely and glorious. But, you know, Spock, you were complaining about not having a bed. Bingo is the only one who seems to give a monkey's about actually progressing life. There you are, Spock. You've got a bed now. Bingo's getting it done, look. See, he's the only person you can trust. Bingo hazmat, getting the job done. Meanwhile, Cindy and Spock are just having a rare old time flirting with one another. One would imagine. Right, okay, now then, what are you actually good at? As mentioned, they've all got a bit of personality. That's his name. What is he actually capable of doing? He's got no health effects. Right, personality, he's a xenophile. He loves everybody. Well, he doesn't like fighting other factions. He'll get used to that. He doesn't need much sleep. Good. And he's a killer. Oh, okay. Well, so be it. Right, we now need to set some research. We shall go with... farming. Get the food on the go. We've still got 36 meals in the bag, but... you know, so it's fine. You know, we'll be good. Right, Spock, you've got absolutely no skills whatsoever, so congratulations, you are about to become a miner. Right, he's got a job. Go gather crystal, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed. And you analyze crystal. No. Can I tell you just to... I can tell you just to go places. All right, that's good. How's our wood situation? Wood situation is not ideal. Right. Bingo came into this world with a modicum of... Wait for it. It's in here somewhere. He had a minor amount of talent toward being a forester. He did. So I'm going to make him one. You become a forester. Get to work, man. All right? Now, of course, initially, the tools that they'll be using to do the old foresting is kung fu. He's basically going to put a boot in, give it a right slap to show that tree who is boss. Cindy, what can I do with you that would be in any way useful at all? Well, what else can we actually build here? We can build a grave, which is a little bleak, but I don't doubt will actually be useful at some point in the future. Right, to tell you what, you can... Hold on, Spock's on the move. Where are you going, Spock? Spock? Oh, he's just going for a trot. Cindy, go and analyse this crystal. All right, Spock's done a belter of a job actually harvesting the stuff, so you do that. I need another person. I need just someone who can do a little bit of camp building while everybody else is working on things that will actually propel us forward at some speed. Yeah, it's not productive having the basket over there. Can I move it? Can we move it? No, but you can destroy it. In doing so, will one also destroy the food itself? I'm going to assume that the game would not be that mean. And if it is, then I shall expect the game to be mean all the time for everything in the future. Right. Yep. Right. Okay. Hey, we've got our first piece of crystal researched. Magical. Spot, keep kicking it. Bingo. Take a break from hitting the tree, and come and construct this bucket, would you? That way, everybody hasn't got to traipse all the way to the seashore every time we need a new piece of bucketry, and then he's just going to amuse himself because I've given him no instructions. He's gone back to kicking a tree. Good lad. There we go. Got a bit of woody refund there, and it hasn't destroyed the food. Oh, that's splendid. Now, these guys are both these chaps need what is referred to in professional circles as tools, and therefore I should probably look into researching that as soon as we're done on farming. But farming's the critical bit, in my opinion, because it will ensure that nobody, suddenly feels so faint and falls on the floor. I think that's probably a sound decision there on my part, but you never know. Right, now then, we can... what's a simple dirt path? Okay, yeah, let's wang some simple dirt path in. If we were to do something like that... There we go. Yeah, that's good. No, cancel that. And then go get Bingo of the Hazmat to come and construct this thing. Because basically I'm just going to send him back to chopping up trees anytime he's got nothing better to do with himself. He's already getting a bit of XP, which is nice. When he's a master forester, he'll just look at trees and they'll fall over. Have at you there, forest. If there's any luck in the world, where are you going? No, I'm having a kip, mate. All right. Well, is it night time? Maybe a little dusky. But it's not necessarily night time. Right, we've got 3 crystal in stock. I could probably put the boy Bumson on something else for a bit. Now, what don't we have? Scrolls, coins, beer, yes. Iron ore, stone. I think that's going to come in handy. Cooked food. Oh, okay. Well, everybody's having a little lie down right now, so maybe I plan out what my next thrilling manoeuvre is going to be. What have we got? Rugs? No. Decorations? Plant pot. Yeah. Storage? Tables? Yes. Feasting outside will probably become an entirely different experience. All right. Chairs? Okay, yeah. Lights? Lights are good. We like lights. The easiest way to get light in the dark is a simple torch on the ground. Isn't it, though? A simple torch on a wall. Needs cotton as well. Okay, right. Yep. Military. No, we haven't got any of that. Work. We've only got research. Farming. No. And... all right. Well, I guess there's nothing else for it. We're just going to have to finish the research. And then we can get at least farming on the go. And then we can move in towards slightly more robust construction opportunities. That will undoubtedly be helpful. I'm going to up the tempo just a smidge. You people have had long enough taking it easy. Yeah, you see, this feels a little bit more getting things done. Right, I'm going to keep Spock on the crystal kicking tip for a bit there, so that we've actually got enough crystal pre-allocated towards the next phase of our research project. And I'm very much hoping we get a fresh newcomer who will appear in the village. Village. Yeah, it's a village now. Who will appear in the village pretty soon. Oh, hello. What's that? Someone's wish has been fulfilled. I'm assuming it was Bingo, who really, really longed for us to learn how to do some farming. Right, what's that actually unlocked in a practical sense? Tomatoes, potato, campfire. Okay, all right, okay, right. Well, where am I gonna build my farm? I'm not certain that we're able to clear land completely. So we'll stick this. I don't know. Are we? Well, I couldn't honestly tell you, but I'm assuming that lump is not transferable. So we'll set up a little tomato patch here. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why 10? Why? Frankly not. And then we'll have some potatoes next door to that. How far next door? Well, we'll keep it relatively compact. All right. Okay. Good. Now, I don't think this is going to provide enough food in the long term. I think we're going to need an amount of field that is really quite extensive. To make any headway longer term, but in the short term, this should be fine. This should be absolutely fine. Right, Spock, you are done kicking the heck out of all of that lot. Go back and construct this. What should we do next? What's gardening? Hedges, wooden window boxes. None of that sounds like it's going to make me stay alive at all. I think we go woodworking, then weaponry. Or, where's tools? Surely we would have tools early on. Woodworking. Do we get tools? Tool rack, weapon rack, wooden axe, wooden pickaxe. Right, yeah, go. Get to work on the woodwork there. Cindy, you're the only one with any experience at this stuff. Go and analyse some crystals, would you? Jolly good. Spock's taken a real liking to hacking away at crystals, so he's still going on that. And frankly, that's fine by me. We're going to need them at some point. That said, Spockman. Yo, Spock, I appreciate that you have been designated a miner. However, go and sow some plants, because they ain't going to sow themselves, and Cindy is currently occupied reading crystals and interpreting the future based on the heady secrets that they contain. One assumed that that's a really belting camera angle you've got going on there. But there we go. Spock is making it happen. Now, I need another flaming immigrant to come and immigrate so that we can, progress a bit faster. Having someone whose sole reason for being is the tending of crops will help us out inordinately in the future. What are you, Bingo? I mean, you've got a load of wood going on there, and we can flog it. There'll be a trader turn up at some point, which we can go and sell. Sell is the word you're looking for. We can sell that, and things will be peachy. We're going to need some stone. What's that? That's iron ore. Yeah, that's just pebbles lying on the floor. That'll be stone over here. Right. I'll wait for Bumson to finish doing this, and then he can get over there and make it all marvelous. I'm going to set up another bit of housing. Why, you might ask? Well, because it'll be useful. We can have a palisade, which is splendid. But at the moment, I don't feel the urgent need to be building walls between us and our potentially friendly neighbours. Right, we're going to go with another 4x4 little shed here. Yeah, 4, 4, yes, and some 4 there, like that. Good, right, yeah, that's good. No, right-click should cancel, but doesn't. Bingo, come build this. There you go. Take the wood that you have cleaved, cloved, and transform it into a box, if you would be so kind. And then someone can live there. That can be someone's house. And everybody wants their own house. This is something that I am very much aware of, is that having their own property is something that most of these founding folk aspire to, for reasons. Let's get our tempo going again. Yes, man, keep chopping. Kick the heck out of it. Oh, he's gone straight for stone, look. He's obviously felt the good sense in getting a campfire built. Yeah, sensible lad. Did I say 4? I appear to have built 5 here. How did I manage that? Oh well, there it has. Woodworking has happened. All right, peachy. Right, now, before they seal themselves in, because they are idiots, we better put a doorway on here. About there. All right, 5x4 is our standard house build procedure system. And I have already done it. Cindy's already in there. She's going like, well, if no one else is here, then maybe this is my house. Well, you might change your mind on that, Cinders, because honestly, it's going to be quite rough as houses go. Later houses will be far more adventurous and far more likeable. Oh, that's it. Right, well, they've all gone to sleep. I've been Colonel Failure. That's the end of the first episode. We will be sticking with this game for a little while, until such a time as we are either wiped out by goblins, or... do you mind? I was doing my closing exposition. You don't do an exposition at the end, do you? No, you're a clown. Anyway, whatever, things. You're going to want to subscribe. Finish the floor, man. Get your priorities straight. You're going to want to subscribe to ensure that you don't miss out on the next thrilling manoeuvre that I make. And in order to do that, press the subscribe button. Weapons. Furniture. Weapons. There you go. That's what we'll do next. I'll be back soon with another one. Thanks for watching. Cheerio! Well, what's not to like about a bunch of small people arriving on a potentially hostile new island to build their village of their dreams and pursue careers and relationships and all of that kind of jazz? It does have a bit of a shade of your Rim World or your Dwarf Fortress going on in there, but I haven't chipped away enough of the wrapping paper yet to really get a feel for where the hidden mercies and depths are. So we're going to stick with this one for a little while and see what mysteries, adventures, and disasters befall our brave colonists. If you've got any particular suggestions that you want to make with regard to this series, fling them in the comments. That's what the comments are there for. Fling them in the comments. I probably won't pay attention to them, but fling them anyway, because, it'll take it off your chest and you'll feel better about life. Right, good. What am I going to do now? I'm going to do something else.